Hi there and welcome to 272analytics.com's tutorial on how to create multiple graphics in Stata at the same time. In order to do so, let's start by loading a dataset. We'll use Auto, which is a pre-existing dataset within Stata. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and create three graphs at the same time. Now, the content and format of these graphs is not really important. What I wanted to do is just show you what happens when we try to create them all at the same time through these commands. If you watch the screen, you'll see that we kind of cycle through those three graphs. And what happened is Stata first created this matrix graph, then deleted it and overlaid it with a scatter plot, then deleted the scatter plot and overlaid it with this other enhanced scatter plot, which had the line of best fit and confidence interval superimposed. So instead of getting these three graphics at the same time, we just got the very last one in sequence here. Now, why is that a problem? It's a problem because oftentimes what you'll need to do is create multiple graphics at the same time, kind of a batch approach. You might need to create 30, 40, who knows, even 50 or 60 graphics at the same time if it's a big project. And in Stata, it's very actually easy to do that with code, but as you've just seen, you can't really just enter that code in an unaltered fashion and get all the graphics. Here's the way to do that. We're going to re-enter our code for our three graphs. And here's what I've done. Starting on the second line, I have started to give these graphics names. So the second graphic here, I've named it G1. Then the third one, I've named it G2. And if I had more, I would name them, G3 and so on and so forth. Now, what I'm doing here by giving these graphics names is I'm telling Stata that they're different. If you do not name a graphic, Stata just stores it as graph, like generically. And one graph is then overwritten by the next one. As you've seen, how that happened. So what we need to do is make sure that every graphic has a different name. Now when we press enter, you're going to see that all of these three graphics have actually been created at the same time. There's G2, there's G1, and there's the original graph. So what's really good about that is if you're trying to do batch creation, this approach to naming lets all these graphs come up at the same time, which can really be a big time saver in Stata. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and I would like to invite you to visit 272analytics.com for access to all our free statistics tutorials in Stata, SPSS, R, eViews, and Minitab. Here at 272analytics.com, we provide data consulting primarily to graduate students. Therefore, we work very closely with you in order to perfect your Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. That means helping you design surveys, getting your data input, assisting you with fashioning appropriate research questions and hypotheses, getting your data, extracting them, transforming them, cleaning them, putting them through analysis, interpreting them, explaining them to you so that at the end of the day, you know exactly what story your data tell, why they matter, what they mean, in a manner that lets you write a perfect Chapter 4 following a perfect Chapter 3 and lets you defend your dissertation or thesis with complete confidence. We provide ethical consulting. It's not a writing service, so you will be responsible for taking our blueprint, our assistance, our consulting, and transforming them into an appropriate academic project for yourself. I'd also like to remind you that we provide the same services to undergraduate students who are working with quantitatively oriented assignments. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.